Tonight, the hunt is on for two men linked to a deadly shooting over the weekend.
The gunfire claimed the life of 25-year-old Tavares Pratt. He was killed near a park during the daytime in the Lake Forest area. On your side's Kaylee Tracy has been looking into the city's homicide numbers. She joins us live. She's been combing over those numbers and comparing this year to last year.
Yeah, Jeannie and Anthony, Tavares Pratt's family and friends have set up a memorial here, balloons behind me, remembering him at this park in Concord Circle, where police say they found him yesterday, as we said, in broad daylight. Now, his death marks the 19th homicide of the year. That number is actually down from this time last year, but family and friends of not only Pratt, but other homicide victims say the numbers aren't what matters.
If I'm teaching my sons and daughters not to kill your child, let that be reciprocated. Teach your sons and daughters not to kill mine as well.
Voices of victims of violence.
They took my son. Took my son. I don't know.
With one thing in common, their family members were lost to gun violence in Jacksonville this year.
I just have a hard time gripping that somebody would literally, want to kill somebody over a fight.
Their family members, some of the 19 homicides in 2020 so far, down from 32 this time last year.
None of these can be passed away as just nonchalant.
Dan Scanlon has covered crime in Jacksonville for decades, but 2019's homicide rate was the highest he'd seen in the city in a while.
According to the Times-Union records, we've been keeping them for almost 20 years, so that's the highest number in those 2 decades that we've had.
158 homicides last year, and this year, although the number so far is down, that doesn't mean there's not violence, Scanlon says.
This year it is unfortunately very regular. We're getting one every few days.
But for families of these victims, the numbers don't matter.
You hurt a family. Not only did you hurt a family, you hurt a generation.
What matters, they say, is how the city fights this violence.
People have got to stop going out and getting guns and shooting people over stupid stuff. It needs to stop.
Let's love one another. Let's build up one another. Let's support one another.
We have reached out to Mayor Lenny Curry several times regarding the homicide rate from last year and the start of this year. We're told through his spokesperson he's heading to Tallahassee tomorrow to discuss more ways to increase public safety. We'll be sure to keep you updated on that and those plans. If you know anything at all about any of these incidents, you're asked to please call Crime Stoppers. That number for you is 1-866-845-TIPS, and you can remain anonymous. For now, Kaylee Tracy, First Coast News, on your side.